The next person on my list of questions is Ambassador Jamie Lambert. Jamie, you were in the job you're currently in, OAS Secretary for Hemispheric Affairs, at the time that this came together. I wonder if you could speak a couple of minutes about your collaboration with the Art Bank and the impact of this partnership for the Art Museum of the Americas and perhaps for the OAS as a whole.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Hugh, Amy, and others for this is an excellent collaborative experience and an opportunity to celebrate Canada's 30 or 31 years in the organization and as well this wonderful collection. I think for those who don't know the Art Museum of the Americas, it really is one of the unsung treasures of the organization. It's housed in a landmark building that used to be the residence of the Director General of the organization, right on the US Mall, and it holds a collection of premier pieces of modernist and abstract art of Latin America and the Caribbean. And the collection, which now numbers well over 2,000 pieces, was acquired through the efforts initially in the 1940s and onwards in the Office of Cultural Affairs of the organization, and most importantly, under the direction of this Jose Gomez Sicre, where the museum became a kind of a crucible, a studio for emerging artists of the Americas, and helped to contribute to a self-awareness of a larger school of Latin American and Caribbean art. Whereas before there had been Peruvian schools of art, Uruguayan, Chilean schools of art, Jamaican schools of art, we developed a narrative in the hemisphere that spoke to each other as artists. And many of the works that were acquired were as a result of expositions initially hosted early in the careers of these individuals, like Cislo from Peru or Mata from Chile, Amelia Peleis of Cuba, when they were relative unknowns. And now their works command great respect, great value as well. And our collection is one of the best places to study and admire these works anywhere in the world. I would add importantly that from the outset, one of the great values of this collection was the manner in which the art spoke to the issues that the OAS itself was addressing, the fundamental challenges and inequities in our hemisphere as expressed through the vision of the artists and contributors to the collection. As Amy indicated, unfortunately, but obviously understandably, as Canada was not a member of the organization until 1990, it was absent from this collection initiative from the 1940s on, and was not part of the narrative stream of the core collection of the Art Museum of the Americas. And so this initiative helped to rectify that. And as has been said, on the 150th anniversary of Canada's Confederation, the permanent mission under Jennifer Loten's direction engaged the council. We enthusiastically agreed. It started, as Amy indicated, with the exhibition, which spoke in a really creative and interesting way to the manner in which, through its own history, Canada had overcome social challenges and inequities to become the nation that we are today. And in the course of discussions and the visit of the CEO, Simon Brault, to participate in the opening of that exhibit, we came up with this even more ambitious project of the donation of 150 works which have been described to you. And I really have to commend the Art Bank for the manner in which and the care that they took, not only that it be representative of their collection, but that the artworks meld with the narrative of the core collection of the Art Museum of the Americas in its thematic and other strands, and the issues that the organization continues to deal with. It really is a permanent and welcome representation of the manner in which in 1990 Canada entered and began to participate and shape the dialogue that is ongoing in the organization of the American states. The last thing that I would mention is that given the importance of this gift, this has been reflected in the decision to offer it one of the few permanent display locations for a national collection. And so we've taken 50 of these pieces and have them showcased on the 8th floor of the General Secretariat building in the area that surrounds the OAS's second largest conference room, the Salon Rubén Darío. And it's a pleasure for me and personally gratifying that I was able, together with Jennifer and Tara Lapointe, who came from the Canada Council at that time, to open that area. And I take great satisfaction in thinking that it continues as people come in and out of important meetings in that conference area. It inspires their ongoing creativity and contemplation as they carry out their work, which is really what this collection should be doing. So thank you very much for that contribution, the offer, and the opportunity to explain how I see it.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Jamie. Well, you made a lot of interesting points, but I really like the metaphor you described as not having been part of the narrative stream in the region because of our absence from the organization up until 1990.